Ooh. Okay. Good job, everybody. I mean, you could talk.
Oh. Okay, sorry. I just wanted them to think there was a problem with the sound. So are you doing a switcher here? Is this
no.
Okay.
Because I only need to do one angle, and that way I can still see my story and all that good stuff.
Whatever.
Whatever. Everybody.
You ready to do this?
Yeah, hi, everybody. We're live doing news.
You ready, Phil?
Ready, Bob.
Was that the Everly Brothers? Was it Phil and Bob?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Phil and Don. It's Phil and Don. You ready, Phil?
Ready, Don.
Dream. Oh my God. If I were to tell you, like 10 years ago that I'm going to get you to sing Everly Brothers on a live podcast.
Well, yeah. Wouldn't have believed you.
Oh boy.
I'll tell you
All right,
that.
make sure that microphone's not too far away from you, sir. The podcast one.
Okay, so we're looking good.
We look good? You like it?
We look good enough.
I mean, we look
You want to see how we look?
we look great. Let me see that.
That's how we look.
Oh my God, my hair's a little something. I'm going to get a haircut soon.
Put a hat on.
Nah, it didn't look good. All right. And welcome to the show. It's two guys, two things. We're coming at you live again. It seems to be a thing we keep doing.
And now they're expecting it.
I know, right? And we probably shouldn't give in to that.
Like, kind of, yeah.
We need to own a piece of ourselves.
Oh, well.
I mean, we're not just a piece of meat out there for
That's
all
true.
our fans like Tyler.
I love Tyler.
Oh, Tyler's the best.
Yeah.
I think, does he know Axel L?
Maybe.
We should have them meet.
I know. They seem like kindred
We
spirits.
should have like a meet cute.
Yeah, they seem like kindred spirits. They would like each other.
Yeah, so another one of our avid fans. So shout out to Tyler.
Oh, man.
He goes by Tyler the Creator.
Right. That's what he does.
That's what he does. So anyway, but no, we're coming at you live this week at the DNC.
The DNC.
We are in Chicago. They said this is not a convention if we don't have two guys, two things.
I was honored to be invited.
Yeah, no one's going to hear that on the podcast.
I have this.
No, on the one that's going to go out. The
I
audio.
was honored to be invited.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So did you? They filled up the Milwaukee Stadium too. Did you see that? So
Wait, for the DNC?
yeah. So it was almost like a dig at Trump because the stadium that Trump had the RNC at, they filled that up with people just watching it on screens.
Oh, that's on purpose.
And then they did Chicago live.
That's funny.
Yeah, they 100% chose that.
Oh my God, I did not hear that.
Yeah, it was filled.
It's all AI generated.
Right.
We all know
But
that.
yeah, it definitely wasn't a coincidence
They probably just said, hey, free beer.
that they went to Milwaukee. Yeah.
That's all they do in Milwaukee, right?
Drink.
I think so.
Yeah, specifically beer.
It's the home of beer.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's on the flag.
Yeah.
It's on the
I will say that
or license plate.
Please drink and drive.
Yeah.
Welcome to Milwaukee. No, but for their professional baseball team to be called the Brewers.
Well, sure.
I mean, like,
yeah, sure.
And it's so weird because my son in Little League, he was on the Brewers. I was like, that's kind of a weird.
Let's get this team out of there. Let's not.
That's a weird one to have for the kids.
For sure.
Hey, Dad, what's a brewer?
Talk to me in a couple years. Talk to me in a couple years.
Anyway, this is the podcast where we take two semi-trending topics.
True.
Big things.
Big.
Like DNC, right?
Like big things.
No, we don't talk about that.
We just did.
No one cares for our opinion on those things. So we talk about the things that people don't care about as much. And we thought that was a better podcast.
Yeah. Go with the non-caring,
Yeah.
irrelevant topics.
Yeah, of course. And so we get about 15 minutes, talk about it,
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
That's
Nothing
it.
else. Nothing else to see here, folks. But to decide
What are we doing?
who gets to tell that 15-minute story first, this year we said, hey, we got to make a bet on something that's going on in the news that everyone's talking about.
Yes, every week,
Right.
to my chagrin,
Mhm.
we pick a bet, and then whoever wins, goes first.
You get to tell the story first. So this week we saw the writing on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, okay, it's been talked about forever, this whole J-Lo and Ben Affleck marriage. And we're like, we both knew it's going to come to an end.
Well, right. I mean, it already did once, and they decided to.
Were they married the first time, or were they just together?
No, they were married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's tough. It's hard to do that.
No one asked for a Geely too.
No, they did not. I don't even know the last time. Did I even see Geely? I did.
It was against my will.
Yeah, I did see it.
But
okay.
But anyway, so we knew it was going to end. But the question was like, who is going to be the one to actually file for the divorce?
Right. We it was a given. Mm-hmm. We're like, all right, who's gonna do it? And I said, look, I feel like Ben's a little embarrassed. He's been getting embarrassed in the news, and I said, it's J-Lo's going to do it. Ben doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want the embarrassment. J-Lo's going to file, and it makes sense for the relationship for that to happen. Boom.
Yeah, and I just didn't seem like that was her style. I thought Ben was going to get bailed out by the Dunkings.
Yeah, I thought that was a weird.
I thought Matt Damon was going to come in there.
Like Matt Damon was going to file?
Yeah, Matt Damon on behalf of Ben was going to say, hey, look, this is for your own good. And Tom Brady,
right? He
would have been there. Yeah, and Wahlberg might have been somewhere.
Yeah, I thought that was a weird take. I'm glad I went J-Lo.
That surprised me. I actually thought what I heard
surprised you. You know what surprised you?
What I hear actually is
that somebody not in the marriage or in the marriage would file for divorce.
Yeah, because your friends look out for you. Okay,
all right,
makes sense to me. Actually, and you know what I heard? I heard Tom Brady was the one that actually kind of got in between the marriage. He's the reason they broke up.
It was his fault.
Yeah, well, so there was the roast.
There was the roast
for Tom Brady.
Yeah,
and he got pissed at Ben Affleck for what he said
when he was making fun of the Buffalo fan.
Look, it seemed like really like the cleanest dig, and wasn't really much of anything.
He didn't really even talk about Tom Brady.
I know, but it's personal. He made it personal, and Tom Brady's like at that point after he says like, I'm going to ruin your marriage. Like you.
See, this is why I don't want to do bets because we're still talking about the bet. Boom.
But that's what happened. I have it on good information. Tom Brady broke up the marriage for J-Lo and Ben Affleck. Either way, I was wrong.
Yeah,
you were right. So with that, Chris, you get to go with your 15-minute story first. I'll put the 15 minutes on the clock this time.
Probably smart.
Okay.
Probably smart.
I won't let you do it. I need to change out the timer that I had on here previously set by one of my students who put it on for 2 hours. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. 2 hours? Just to mess with you? Okay, so we're going to go to Indiana.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about...
I have never been.
I've only been to a handful of states. Indiana's not one of them. Idaho, I just went to this year.
Yeah.
For the first time.
True. It begins with an I.
It's fine.
I see the connection.
That's what,
Yep.
Anyway.
It starts with an I and ends in a vowel. Boom.
And we're going to the most Indiana restaurant of all time. Applebee's.
Pacer. Oh.
Pacers. The Pacers restaurant.
Yeah.
Larry Bird's Steakhouse. There's always some athlete with the steakhouse.
Great Larry Bird jersey number 33.
Yep. Oh, I still want to do it.
We'll do that.
We got it.
Yeah. Okay, so Applebee's. It does seem very
Indiana.
Yeah. Sure.
So we'll go to Applebee's. So disputing Applebee's, right? So the cops were called.
Oh no.
And a lady got arrested.
Were these for the Dollaritas?
No, they probably have some Dollaritas. Applebee's does come up with some crazy nonsense. Because do you feel like Applebee's is at a point where it's like, okay, our prices are going up and we're almost at the price of a normal nicer restaurant anyway, so we got to do some banana shit. We got to have, the 100 TVs, the decor, Dollaritas, Tuesday night free entree for whoever, right? Yeah, if you bring in a...
Kids eat free.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't matter if it's your kid. Just come in with a kid.
It's mistress night. If you bring the person you're cheating on, they eat for free.
But you have to prove it.
You have to prove it.
You have to prove it, yeah.
And so
I think so.
They're doing some crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
And so what the cops got called for is not crazy, but as far as like the promotion, but it's another promotion to bring people.
Quick question: is this a big town in Indiana?
No. So Portage.
Never heard of it. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
So because I was gonna say in a smaller town, Applebee's are like it's a big part of the community.
It is. It's a big deal. That's what you do.
It is.
We used to, as a kid, go every Friday night. Go to Round Table. Go to pizza.
Yeah, sure.
And But that was every Friday.
Yeah.
We go hang out.
Yep.
Parents get off of work, bring their friends.
Mm-hmm.
They get pictures of beer, and we go play arcade game. But it feels like in a town like Portage, it's Applebee's, Friday night Applebee's.
Yeah, definitely, man.
With all the people.
I agree.
So 28-year-old woman arrested. This was on August 2nd, in charge with disorderly conduct. So not a big deal, but arrested. So Portage, the police were dispatched to Applebee's around 8:30 p.m. and for a verbal disturbance. And when they got there, they were met by that lady and her crew.
Oh, a crew.
Yeah, her crew as in the people she was seeing.
Her mistress.
Yeah, her mistress. And so the lady was there right away to explain her side of the story.
Okay.
She like the cops got out of the car. The lady was there like, here's what happened.
I know you're here for me.
And whenever that happens, it means you did it. Like,
let me explain.
You're like, here's what happened. Oh, so you did it. It wasn't the manager that came out and explained and point out the lady. The lady was like, let me tell you what these people did to me.
I've been waiting for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's
I've had $5 innocence. I've been waiting.
Always the victim. Right, always the victim.
Love it.
So the arrest and the dispute came when that lady and her group of friends read all you can eat. Okay, on the menu, there was an all you can eat deal.
It's like a buffet
that was going on. So
the Applebee's buffet.
Yeah, so they offer in this deal they offer endless boneless wings, riblets, double crunch shrimp. So those 3 items, all you can eat for $15.99, and endless fries.
That's a crazy deal. If this is true.
It is true. It is a crazy deal. And
hold on. I'm gonna go to Applebee's. You finish the podcast. I'll be back.
$15.99.
I'm gonna go.
All you can eat. But here, okay, I will say this before I get into it. For me, I can eat a lot more now, but all you can eat is always always like delusions of grandeur for me because it's like so nice.
Yes.
And then I have the regular amount.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, I can't eat anymore. Why the fuck did I pay for that?
Well, this is what's funny. This is sad, but I get it in my head about it.
Right.
So like if I know, I'm going on all I can eat buffet. Oh, I know that. Right. So I gotta prep. Mm-hmm. Don't eat. I should be really hungry.
For sure.
And then the time comes and like I'm like full after like the first plate. Like, what? Yep. Same thing when it comes to like fantasy football draft night. It's like, okay, I know I'm gonna be drinking, so let me eat now. So I'm not gonna get like crazy. I'll be good. I can make good decisions.
And then 3 hours later, the draft lasts 3.5 hours. You're like, whoa.
That's gone, and I panic.
The last couple of drafts, I've been a little smarter. I just bring the seltzers.
Yeah.
Right, instead of like a liquor. No way I could just do liquor the whole draft. But I just do the seltzers. And even then, because it's like water, right when I'm done with one, I go, just so I can have some, so it's like,
I know.
Don't be done.
I know. Okay.
Don't be done. Okay.
So she met the police.
So met the police, found out the dispute came with all you can eat night with the deal I just mentioned, again, which it's better in theory. Oh boy. Oh, so just went out. My voice is going to sound horrible then.
Okay.
That's the way it goes. Okay. Anyway, so with the all you can eat night, that's where it came in to play. So
I'm louder than you.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Okay. And the table came to thank you. The table came to Applebee's and ordered an all you can eat night, and then all of them got up. They said, we're going to order one of these shrimps, riblets, and wings and free fries. And since it's all you can eat, we just need to get one.
Okay.
That's where they're coming from. They just said, we just need to get one. And they all got up, got their plate. After the only one was ordered, they all got up, started eating. And the manager decided to inform them, hey, that's not how this works. And that's where they started yelling.
So this is like a court of law.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a fine print that says this is only per person?
So
or if it doesn't say that, then they should be able to do what they want.
And I get that, absolutely.
And I'm assuming they're probably younger.
Then it does not seem like it. I think they gave their age, but so
they're 74. No, that if you're younger too, I can see you're trying to stretch your money.
That's fair.
And you're sharing with friends.
It's either if you're if you're young.
How many times you go out and you get like a side of fries?
Right. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Or mozzarella sticks.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, it makes sense, and it's either if you're young or you're a piece of shit. Because if you're not young, you do know the rules, and you're just trying to be an asshole about it. So, and even if it didn't say per person, that's not the deal. I'm with you in the sense that if it doesn't, the restaurant doesn't really have a leg to stand on.
It's like Disney Plus.
Right. And I'm agreeing with you. I still think it's a dick move,
sure.
But the restaurant really doesn't have a leg to stand on if that's the case. So after the whole group got up, started eating, the manager informed the group that, hey, that's not what this is. It's $15.99 per person. So the lady said words were exchanged, and she said the manager was very unprofessional about it, and that's where the cops came in.
I would love to see a manager come in and just flip out.
Yeah, what?
Flip the table over. What the?
If you get up, if one more person's eating one of these deals, yeah.
Like they're trying to take they grab the fry out of their hand. You will not eat that fry.
Yeah, I promise you. And the only thing close to that is like.
See like a freak out. It's so great.
I love it.
That should be a funny little sketch.
Because in both scenarios in an Applebee's, that's where the restaurant workers might be just as his fault because they don't give a shit either, right? Mm-hmm. And they're probably tired of dealing with people like this group who the fucking rules and you're doing this too, so you can be up in my face, you know what I mean? So words were exchanged, and responding officer was talking to the lady. And as the officer was talking to the lady, a woman officer handed the lady the menu, and it showed her $15.99, not even fine print right below it, per person. So,
okay then.
They said
it doesn't hold water.
They said in highlighted bold per person, and it said underneath the bold lettering of all you can eat. Officers showed the group. While doing so, the couple was walking out of the restaurant, and the lady who started the issue in the first place started screaming at the people walking out because she said, those are the people that were causing issues with me, because apparently there was another couple in there when this bitch group was starting a ruckus about the all you can eat. Another group chimed in and was like, hey, it's per person. Leave the manager alone. Leave the server alone.
They were sticking up for the restaurant.
They don't deserve it. Stop yelling at these poor workers.
Okay.
And
was her name Karen?
It wasn't Karen. I don't even know if it says the name. So as they were leaving,
they're in the Applebee's witness protection.
Yeah. So this lady wasn't arrested yet, but
wish you get 10% off.
Yeah, nice. And as this lady was leaving, again, the lady wasn't arrested yet, causing the issue. But as this couple was leaving, she pointed them out. Said those are the people that were yelling at us. So and they're causing issues.
The party that tried to share the meal are pointing out the people that yelled at them.
Yes,
who are the police.
Yeah, so look, they're leaving. They're just as much of a problem as we are.
Sure, they are.
And they were in the restaurant. They were being loud with us. You're letting them leave. So she was pointing them out, and so
there's a flawed sense of justice.
Yeah, the customers that were leaving, and they exchanged some words again, and got loud and left. Okay, so the officer wrote in the report that he warned the woman about disorderly conduct because, again, she was fine. She was telling her story and probably just would have kicked her out. But when she started screaming at the other couple, he's like, okay, now it's getting a little too much. You got to leave, disorderly conduct. And another person in the group tried to quiet her. At one point, they put their hand over her mouth. She's like, hey, Nancy, shut up. We're trying to get out of here.
Whoa, which group?
In her own group.
The all you can eat group?
Yeah.
They're trying to shut the person up?
Yes. Wow. Yeah. Because she's realizing, I think she feels a little embarrassed, one, because the whole time it was per person. So you know how people do that when they get embarrassed? They try to get more loud.
Oh, they try to double down?
Yeah, they try to double down. Yes.
Is there someone
and I can't think
in politics right now
that never wants to admit?
I can't think of anyone.
I can't think of anyone. So she was doing the Donald double down and feeling a little embarrassed, getting more loud at the couple. That's when the cop was like, "All right, you got to leave. I don't want to because you're just being loud, but you're going to be arrested for trespass and disorderly conduct." So doesn't want to quiet down, of course, this lady, and placed under arrest and later transported to the Porter County Jail. And it said the last part of this here, another person in the group went back to the restaurant and paid the bill in full the next day.
Oh.
Yeah.
From that group.
From that group.
Well, hey, that's upstanding.
So
right
that's how it ends. So
because that's a small town quality.
There it is. Yeah, small town quality.
I love that.
So because again, they were wrong. You know.
Was it pretty obvious on the big bold?
No.
Type.
No, for sure. Okay.
I could have been with them if it you couldn't see it.
But no.
But that'd be very dumb for the restaurant.
That's the point because it's not even about getting over on the customers at that point because they know it's just worth it to not get over on the customers and not deal with people yelling. So it's like it's clearly it was visible and clearly these people in my mind knew what they were doing. And wanted to make a fuss because that happened plenty of times at Togo's where you can tell someone's doing that because they knew if they make a ruckus they'll get free food, they'll get refunded, they'll do whatever, and you can tell when people are looking for that opposed to like a genuine misunderstanding, and this was not a misunderstanding, so we can plug that in while we're okay.
So what? Where we left?
So she just arrested and released. She got put in jail, but released. It's just
like one night.
It's just disorderly conduct, and hopefully she learns her lesson instead of being a piece of shit.
This is in
Portage, Indiana.
Is she now the most like dangerous criminal?
Yeah, exactly. Well, so have you ever? She's disorderly conduct.
She'll cut you.
No one's ever committed a crime in Portage except for this lady. Have you ever in real life dealt with or come across a Karen like at a coffee shop or like at a restaurant where they're like being overly just because?
No, I will say this. I remember. So my girlfriend,
right,
years ago, she was with her group of friends, which weren't the best of friends.
Okay, got it.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. Hold on, my Applebee's is up. Thanks, DoorDash.
Got DoorDash, okay.
But no, they were at, I think, like Denny's.
Yeah. And
they ordered some food, and I wasn't with them, but like they said, oh, hey, she's like, you should come. So I got there at the end, and I don't know, that relationship, whatever, doesn't matter. But they all got the food, and then they decide after they're like, just to leave.
Oh no.
And my girlfriend to her was like,
God.
That's not cool, guys.
That's weird.
So she's the one saying it's not cool, but they're like, no, it's not. So they left, and so we just stayed there. Like,
well,
sorry, Mom, but I think I had my mom's credit card.
Right.
And like,
yeah, you have to.
I'm gonna cover this.
So here's the thing. Like, I don't agree with like Dine and Dash at all. However, you guys don't care about the restaurant, but you should care about your friends. So if you ever were with a group of friends that decided to do that, decide that before you go. So that way the people who don't want to do it can decide, hey, I'm not doing that. You guys can,
I'm not a part of this.
Yeah, you guys can go to Denny's and fucking leave if you want to do that. That's fine. But decide that before, because now you're not hurting just the restaurant, you're hurting your friends. You know what I mean? And that's not going to fit in there. And that's the problem. And so decide that before. Don't be a dick about it. You know what I mean?
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, all right. I love it. So interesting. Okay, I like that.
I'm going to find you go ahead, keep talking. You can hear me. So,
yeah.
Because I know what.
Well, yours is probably going to die too.
Well, it just needs the iPad cord.
Do we have anyone?
We used to have it in here until you moved stuff.
Oh, impressive button.
Entertain people.
Okay, entertain people. Do you know how to juggle?
Yes.
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Why'd you ask me?
I don't know. I remember going like Applebee's so my dad loves going to Applebee's.
Okay.
So he definitely enjoys going to Applebee's. And I will say this, for a vegan, not a lot of options at
Applebee's. Not in those type of restaurants. For sure.
But it is, and in my birth town back in New York, which I talked about a couple weeks ago with the parrot story. Yeah, it's the place to go. Applebee's is the place to go. So we were at. Don't worry about it.
They must have took it inside.
We were at watched a basketball game, college basketball game there. St. Bonaventure is the college.
Yeah, I know them. The Bonnies.
Yeah, the Bonnies. Which I don't
know Bonnie. What that is. I don't know what. I think they probably just short Bonaventure. What's a Bonaventure?
I'm a Bonnie. You know, it's like a bonnet, but a male version of it.
Got it.
And
because women can't play basketball.
Yeah, yes. But there was a dude. What was his name now? He was drafted by the Spurs. No, by the Magic. So he was fantastic. Nicholson. Andrew Nicholson. Anyway, amazing. It was honestly the most exciting basketball game I've ever been to.
Oh, that's cool.
Triple overtime.
Well, and college is always fun like that.
But like they tied at the end.
Yeah.
Went to overtime. Tied it again.
Yeah.
Double overtime.
The best.
And they won it in triple overtime. I was like, oh my god.
People flip out. Did they show them the court?
No, they didn't. But
that would have been amazing.
It was so awesome. And I was there in town because my grandmother passed away. So it was a nice thing. We all kind of went to a basketball game. Sure. Awesome. But we went to Applebee's after. And then like there's the players.
Yeah. It's so weird. It is honestly so weird. And I used to go a lot. It's like the phases of Applebee's is so weird because it's like maybe kids with your parents when you're a kid because you're with your parents and parents need someone to bring their kids where they're not going to flip out and you can't be too nice. But then you don't go at all. And then when you turn about 21 again because they have the craziest drinks at the bar. Like let's get this weird concoction, and it's a little cheap. So you do that from like 21 to 23 because it's just like a ruckus place. There's music, there's weird drinks, and then you can afford it, and then it's either super old or if you live in a weird small town and that is it. It's like the most important thing in that town. You're like, this is what we're doing tonight.
All those sports teams they have on the wall is legit.
It's a fucking weird. Applebee's has a weird dichotomy of people.
Impressive butt. Did they say anything about Applebee's?
Do we like Applebee's? Well, she said Applebee's sucks. Applebee's sucks. And then she does it again. She's forever locked up. But Impressive Butt says Applebee's sucks.
Okay. All right. So there's a question for Impressive Butt.
Yeah.
Would be if you can't go to a fine dining restaurant. What's that middle ground? What is your Applebee's if Applebee's sucks? Like what would you?
Applebee's is phased out, my dude. Applebee's, Chili's, all that shit. It's all phased out because you don't have to go fancy. You can just go.
I mean, does that exist anymore?
No, you go to places here like lowbrow.
Sizzler.
Yeah, you don't. That's gonzo. You don't do.
Is Sizzler gone?
Oh, Sizzler's gone. Well, I bet there's Sizzler somewhere.
Well, like
not here.
Red Lobster almost went out of business because they kept doing the freaking dollar shrimp things.
They're idiots.
I don't know. I think that's it. Is there a middle?
It depends. We go back to it depends where you live.
Man,
here, any town, Sacramento's even too big because we have all these little just like nice eateries that aren't fancy restaurants, but they're good restaurants.
Hooters.
Hooters is on the wayside too.
Hooters. No. If Impressive Butt gives you an answer, let me know.
Yeah.
All right.
Chili's is super salty too, but always a good time. Okay. Same vibe.
Yeah.
Same vibe.
Chevys.
Chevy's by the river. Chevy's would be
the salsa. That alone.
I don't even remember Chevy's. I mean, I went there a lot, but I don't remember how it tasted.
That alone makes me want to go. So Chevy's, and this is also.
We're losing people.
Oh, sorry, but it's the crazy thing. When you go to like a Mexican restaurant and it's like the free chips and salsa.
Oh yeah.
I'm not hungry.
I know. It comes down all the time.
They need to stop making it free.
Yeah, or we need to have some willpower.
No, business side. Like they're like, hey, we should charge.
Yeah, because maybe they'll eat more.
Small, hey, one chips at the table.
Maybe they'll want one bowl, and then maybe they'll buy apps. Yeah.
No, but like because I love chips and salsa. That's like my favorite snack. I can just eat that, and I don't need to get food.
I'm with you.
I should go with this lady in Indiana.
We should. Yard House. Ooh, I knew it. So this is so Impressive Butt. So Impressive Butt. This is exactly the answer I was looking for because young kids from like 18 to 21, just like it used to be for us, Applebee's, it's Yard House now because it's the same type of thing where it's still a chain.
Sure.
but it looks newer, looks hipper, but it's the same exact type of food, has the same big old bar, like right in the middle of it. You know, you can get your dumb drinks. Yard House is exactly our Applebee's. It's exactly.
It's nicer. It's definitely nicer.
But it's not. But it's not. It is. The food's not and the prices aren't. It's the same bullshit food that you microwave.
There's options at Yard House though.
Okay, fine. But it's not. It's nicer looking from the outside. But it's really not any nicer.
I only went to one once.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, for us, and we discussed this before, but it was like a Denny's or a Lions.
Well, that's what we did as like theater nerds.
And I still think when it's midnight, that is still the place to go.
Yeah. That I think that will forever be it.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna put 15 minutes on the clock. My story. Here we go. And I'm gonna take us to Philadelphia.
All right.
So we're going all across the nation.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
So this is about. This is actually about a gentleman named Dave.
Guy.
And it focuses on Tara. Tara was happening to be driving on the freeway when a billboard caught her eye.
Okay.
Okay, and they're meant to.
They are, and
that's
why they should be illegal. Takes the eyes away from them.
That's a hot take.
You look at it, you're like, next thing you know, rammed in the back of the car.
Especially if it's like an injury.
Yeah. A number.
In an emergency.
Yeah.
Because you looked at my billboard. Call this. So she's driving along in Philadelphia, and this billboard catches her eye, and it's a picture of Dave.
Nice. Dave is okay.
Dave has long hair, glasses, and a beard with a thumbs up. And the billboard reads, Dave is single. Want to go on a date with Dave? Message him at date_Dave_Philly.
Oh my God.
And then you had Dave.
I like it.
Dave Fast Facts, in case you're curious.
But see, real quick, already, this is bad. There's too much on this billboard. If you're driving by, you can't read that.
Okay,
you're gonna run into people. Okay, go.
Let me take it back. I said she's on the freeway. Actually, I don't know. This actually might not have been on the freeway. So then, in that case, there might have been time to see. So I don't know where it was. I jumped.
Okay, I apologize.
It's my fault. So he says, Fast Facts. Also on the billboard is a picture of his cat. So he says, Dave Fast Facts can cook well.
Okay.
In parentheses. Has normal hobbies.
What does that mean?
Which is debatable.
That's very vague. What are the normal?
I mean, I think whenever you see a guy post that on a billboard, because how many times do you see that?
Well, having this billboard in general is very normal, and it should not.
Or he takes him out.
Yeah. It should be already a red flag, but or people might find it charming, I guess.
The third fast fact about Dave is he owns a cat. Parentheses pictured.
Got it. Cat on the billboard.
And number 4, bought a billboard.
That's fair.
Which seems obvious, though.
That's fair, though.
It didn't need to be said.
But it's fair.
You know.
He's not wrong.
But he was tired of dating apps, so he bought a billboard. It's like that movie, We Bought a Zoo.
Well, it is a at least creative way to get somebody's attention, right? So for most people, they'll be like, "What the fuck, dude? That's too many words. I'm about to crash into this car."
If it's a freeway, which I may not.
Like, you're a weirdo. I don't like this. But Dave doesn't want those people anyway. Dave wants the people that find this charming and funny and silly.
He knows his audience.
So there is a group that will be like, I like that. And those are the people Dave wants anyway. So I guess good on Dave.
Great on Dave.
So, okay, how much does a billboard cost? Because I will buy a billboard and be like, Chris has a podcast. And then next one, Matt has a podcast. Keep driving. We have a podcast together. Listen.
I'm going to...
how do we make that happen?
Embarrass you for a moment.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wait, hold on. Wait till people... Okay, 2 people just dropped off. Got it.
Just dropped off? No.
It was 5, now it's 3.
Okay, so to embarrass you a little bit, maybe you won't be embarrassed, but...
I probably will.
To buy a billboard, sure, I get it. But what about buying followers on social media, Chris?
But hold on. But there was a reason. But there's a reason. So we haven't bought any for our channel. We have anybody for our channel, and because I wouldn't, and
Okay.
but for our
For how much money?
$8.
For $8, you got how many subscribers?
100.
100 bots.
But listen, I get it. It's not because I want to look like we have. I only bought 100. I didn't buy 10,000. So I now it's only one's watching. They're done with us.
They're like, oh, that's embarrassing.
But I bought it because we have a fantasy football podcast and we can't go live unless we have 50.
Okay.
So
you bought them.
Yeah, because there wasn't a 50 option.
Right. And you had a draft tonight.
Yeah, that we planned on going live with, and
how'd that go?
Didn't work anyway.
So,
but
$8.
But I spent $8 basically for our draft. We'll be ready for our draft.
I know, but it's funny.
Hi, Debbie.
Because you're willing to spend the $8 for that, but you won't spend it on any advertising.
Okay, $8 is different than the price of fucking.
What I'm saying is we should buy a billboard.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And a billboard is funnier than buying followers.
Oh, it's what I hate away from. All right, so Dave Klein, who is Dave from the billboard.
Got it. I like Dave.
Yeah, he's one of a growing number of single people who are just fed up with dating apps and
I get that.
Create creative ways to meet people in real life.
Yeah.
And this Tara that happened to see it initially, and they end up going on a date later. She thought it was just funny.
Yeah.
And brave.
And those are the people Dave are going for anyway. So,
So she said, hey, you know what? I'm just going to give it a shot.
Okay.
Why not?
Yep.
So they're saying, people are having a hard time dating these days. So David Klein's 28. He says, finding people nowadays is just so hard with the internet. People don't tend to meet organically anymore.
Sure. Absolutely. And real quick, how do we feel about the idea of convenience versus because I agree with dating apps, it's getting a little annoying. I'd like to meet people, not me, I'm married, but in real life, but I also don't think there's anything wrong with using technology and getting that convenience, because you might find your person a lot quicker. I don't think that's a bad idea.
I would like to order my date and have it meet me in the parking lot. Brought out to me from the dating
not delivered to your door.
No, I'll drive there, but then hopefully she, they can bring her out.
Yeah.
When I get there, like my groceries.
You're right.
Right. Just goes along here. So he said, endless swiping on apps makes it easy to feel like you're not cool enough, you're not good looking enough.
I agree. I'm a very sensitive person, and any type of rejection, I hate it. I take it very personal.
Yeah, as you should.
I would have lost my mind in real life if I was 20 now and started doing dating apps. Yeah. I would feel so bad about myself, because how many fucking left swipes or whatever I don't know the right.
Ooh, I wonder if it keeps track for you.
Oh,
that'd be nice.
Analytics. You're like
the analytics.
One out of every 7,000 people swipes.
We see the YouTube analytics for our videos. That'd be fantastic for our dating apps.
Oh my god,
well,
I would.
10% of swipe.
I think the suicide rate would jump.
I would love that.
Jump.
If you could give that and then offer them therapy, it'd be a good way to kind of.
Oh well, it's a therapy sponsored dating app. You're you feel bad about yourself because all the rejection.
Contact us.
Yeah, call us.
Our billboard.
Yeah, don't jump off a bridge. Call us.
Ooh, put the billboard on the bridge.
There you go. Perfect. So people just fly off the bridge
as they're jumping. Oh, I should have called.
Oh, I wish I seen this sooner.
Oh well.
I didn't die. I just hurt. I just broke a lot of bones in my body. I should have jumped off the bridge.
But so David Klein says the cards are stacked against almost everyone who's not conventionally attractive.
Yeah, that's true.
Or ultra photogenic.
Yeah, that's true.
So he says dating apps aren't super conducive to showcasing your personality.
It's not conducive for us uggos.
So he says, enter the billboard.
All right, that's fair. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, no, he says started as a joke with some friends. But unlike the stale prompts on an app, the billboard has done a really good job at showcasing my specific type of humor and personality. You kind of get to know me a little bit more.
Yeah. He's like, look how funny I am, and look how rich I am. I got money to spend on a fucking billboard. So ladies, what are we doing here?
It's probably the cat that seals the deal.
Yeah, yes. No, any type of pet. No, it's smart. It's smart because I am not a good first impression person. So I need people to be around me a lot before they understand me. So these first dates or dating app things would have just been horrible for me.
Yeah, I would probably buy a bench
Explain. Bench.
If I was shooting for like, if I was trying to like advertise for dating, I would put myself on the bench, but I'd be on the seat part and say, hey, you can sit I'll sit in your face.
I don't know how well that would have gone. See, I do think you would have thought of something like this.
Yeah, that'd be kind of.
But took it 7 steps too far. Like you should have stopped at the billboard.
Like I would get sued later.
Yeah, probably.
I didn't even touch her.
But look how funny and creative this is. I'm like, oh man, that's so funny. Oh wait, you know what? I'm not gonna buy that billboard. Okay. So I'm gonna get 7 billboards in a row, and each billboard I'm gonna have less and less clothes. And at the end of it, I'm gonna be standing naked on the side of the road. I'm like, you went too far. You should have just did the billboard. You would have just taken it.
But it would only work if you start the first billboard.
Right, I know. Yeah, exactly.
If you start with the last one, like what the hell?
Whoa. Yeah. I'm like, you took it too far again, Matt. Like you had the idea. You're funny.
So
stop.
Dave says he's not saying everyone should get a billboard. He wants to say that.
Right. That's very fair. Thanks, Dave.
He just says that, you just gotta, these dating apps are tough, and we gotta do what we can.
Right.
Be creative, like okay tonight. But it's sort of working. So like this Tara, who decided to go on a date with him.
Awesome.
She was thinking, look, if a guy is willing to put up a billboard, he's probably worth meeting in person.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, I mean, there's so many layers to this because possibly if it's the guy you're thinking, lady, but also a crazy psycho would put up a billboard too.
Well, now I'm just trying
to
imagine.
So which is he?
Imagine your daughter when she's older.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I met this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on a date. Oh, really? Where'd you meet him?
Yeah.
On a billboard.
Well, I didn't meet him yet. Yeah, I saw his picture on a billboard. He said, call me.
Yeah.
So I would be like, okay, this is either the coolest dude in the world or about to disappear my daughter.
Well, but
there's no in between. There's no in between.
It's very dumb he's trying to disappear someone because like he put himself out. He's advertising.
I know, right? Yeah.
But well, also at the same time,
he called this dude.
It's the perfect front.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Hide in plain sight.
Oh,
Hide in plain sight. Well, again, either Dave's gonna kill her or Dave's gonna be her husband.
My hobbies are normal.
There's not in between. Dave's gonna kill this lady, or they're gonna get married.
So she says, this city has so many people in it, Philadelphia, that if it goes badly, I'll probably never see him again. So it's fine, right?
Was the billboard on the streets of Philadelphia?
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen was there.
It's been like 2 years since I've done Bruce.
Yeah, he was like, oh man.
He's like, oh man,
I'm date right now.
Riding down the street and I saw the billboard and I called Dave up and we went on a date at the streets of Philadelphia. All right.
And his cat was there too.
And his cat was there and it was made it weird. And okay, go.
Bruce.
Maybe that should be our next podcast. We just do a Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen podcast. And that's all we're doing. And you go, oh, Bruce. And all I do is sing Philadelphia. And that's the whole podcast.
No, I think you're being a little unfair to Dave.
I don't think I'm being...
Dave has a small ego, but he's got a pretty big ego.
If Dave had a bigger ego, then...
Just made a big dick joke. But then Tara says that it feels very old school. It's kind of like, wow, this is what my parents did.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You mean your parents didn't meet by they having a giant billboard?
Yeah, that's how they used to do in the 50s. They used to buy billboards and advertise themselves.
At the diner.
That's the opposite of what your parents did. They actually went out and found people and talked to them at school, at the diner. Yeah. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It feels like what my parents did. No one had dating billboards. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Okay.
Just like our parents.
Get out of here. Get out of here, lady. You weirdo.
But she says that it's frustrating to like you meet someone over text and you're texting and then they ghost you or whatever, but then you also can't pick up, what I'm looking for, like how someone comes across in text.
Right. Oh, for sure.
Or like, oh, are they joking?
Yeah.
Am I taking this too seriously?
Yeah, it sounds like she's feeling the same way as Dave felt.
A lot is lost through text before you really get to know someone. He says.
Yes, for sure. Or people are fake, or people, it's too much. It's too much to handle.
So there's this dating expert he's a professional counselor. He wrote a book about big dating energy. That's the name of the book.
Relax.
But he's saying that contrary to what apps show, there is no endless sea of suitors waiting for you. Then they make it appear like,
There's the next person. Yeah. And it is very, it's very, no, I don't know the word I'm looking for. False, but no, yeah,
you're going to die
yeah,
lonely.
it gives off, yeah, this false sense of hope of like, well, don't worry, and it's just not true. It's just not that.
Yeah, and so they say people they get like this dopamine rush.
Yeah,
so like, a honeymoon period.
Yeah,
and then like,
yep,
I'm tired of that.
Yep, for sure.
The next one.
Yep.
But nothing really truly happens. Nothing consistent, and it's just this.
That's interesting because there's studies about just like not dating apps, but the phone itself, why people are addicted to it, because it is like a literal dopamine rush. It's like the chemicals in your brain changes when you get a like, so you're always checking back, looking at it, checking again. Sorry. Swipe left. And so it makes sense in the same sense as a dating app, because you are checking. If you get that like, if you get the swipe right, if you get the message, it physically changes the chemicals in your brain.
And those companies like Facebook, they know that.
Absolutely, and that's why it will never stop. So that's an interesting point where so it's not the fact that like, oh, I match with somebody, it's like, oh, the possibility, and then once you do match, you're like, oh, that wasn't a big deal, I shouldn't have done that, like, I don't like this person, it's not what I thought of, but I still got that rush from just that swiping. Yeah, man, I like technology, but yeah, they're kind of it's kind of ruining. It's ruining everything.
So anyway, they're saying billboards, they're not required for dating, but you put yourself out there in a fun way, let your personality shine through. So one last thing here about Dave, because my timer went up. He said that his hobbies are normal.
But that's all he said on the billboard.
On the billboard.
That's super weird.
But here he goes on to say his favorite pastime in-person gatherings.
Got it.
Is with his Pokemon card club.
Well, I mean,
normal.
So I can really only a little bit. I collect Pokemon cards. I don't play Pokemon. I'm not in the club because it's a legit game. I don't know how to play it. I don't play it.
Look, I'm not trying to make fun of Dave.
Well,
when you say normal hobbies,
and then he's like, my Pokemon card club. Yeah.
Like if you put that on the billboard,
right? She would have went.
I feel like it's a little bit like the Applebee's.
Yeah.
All you can eat.
Yeah.
Oh, underneath it, per person.
What's the Applebee's?
Normal hobbies underneath.
Yeah. Normal food that will make you poop. Applebee's. Yeah. It's not true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, that's a very specific thing where a very specific type of person would like that type of person. Something you probably want to disclose. I guess that's what the first date's for.
Yeah.
If I was that lady who sat down for dinner at a date, the first thing I say, it's not even how my name is, it's and what are those normal hobbies you were talking about? And then however he answers from there, then we can say, are we staying, or am I staying or going?
So that's my story, but of course I have to end it with the results of their date.
Oh yes, please.
They're married. No.
Oh wait,
Is that Steven?
What? What's the name?
Who's Impressive Butt?
Oh, that is Steven.
Okay.
Yes. All right, there we go. Thanks for watching, Steven.
Are we still on?
Well, technically I have, but stop.
Okay, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, okay. He doesn't agree. Thank you.
I know.
Why does he have a time machine?
Wait,
I don't know if he's still here, but... What, yeah, time machine?
I don't get what he meant.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. Got a time machine. Got a time machine. I don't know. Okay. Here's the age-old question that every
You gotta back up.
third grader is gonna ask.
Okay.
You have a time machine. Where are you gonna
go? Where or when? What's your actual question?
Okay. Hey, Steven. Oh, hey. Quick question for Steven. Did Chris ever bring back that Togo shirt for you?
Oh yeah, good question. Because you left it here. Why is this on live? You left it here and you told me to bring it back, and I think I grabbed it, but maybe I didn't give it to you.
I don't think you. I'm gonna say you didn't give it back to him.
Probably not.
That seems like a Chris move.
Yeah, probably it does sound like me.
Like a big dick move.
Right.
Because you have a big dick.
No.
Oh.
No.
It's a small dick move. It's a medium dick.
Sure.
Anyway, let's miss with no sound. Yeah, we apologize, Debbie. Anyway, okay, yeah. So where, when, and time.
Okay, so
time machine, and I want to hear this from everyone else too.
Oh man, that's a good question. There's so many.
I know.
So my first instinct, I would.
You did not give it back to him.
Oh no!
You owe him a shirt.
Sorry.
He hasn't. He got fired.
So yeah, no, you don't work there anymore.
Because he doesn't have a shirt.
Sorry, Steven.
He lost his job. Don't you feel bad?
Well, he left it here. It's his fault.
Good God! Oh, it's
so,
blame the victim.
So
you do have a small dick.
I wouldn't really care about anything that historical.
He's gone to work shirtless.
It'd be. I would want to do like.
Hold on, wait. That could be good for business.
Go to work shirtless?
Yeah.
Not if it's Steven shirtless. No way. Not if he's shirtless.
Okay.
My first instinct is like something like New York in the 60s or 70s.
Okay.
For music and stuff.
Let's see the Ramones.
Sure.
Because you're really into the Ramones.
BCBG. No, I'm thinking more. I remember this one time I posted a thing on Facebook because there was a. What?
I don't know.
So, there was a flyer for in 1967. It was like 4th of July, $5, and it was like Otis Redding and the Four Tops, and I'm like, what the fuck? You can just
Is this the thing Questlove did?
Well, no, this was in the 60s.
No.
Oh.
When he did that documentary.
Oh.
It was in New York City.
It wasn't. I'm not talking about that. Yeah.
Oh, no, it was in the 70s. Shoot, that might
but
be
somewhere I would like to be involved in that.
Oh God.
You know what I
Monterey
mean?
Pop Festival.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely. So something like that. Otherwise, now we're doing a.
He is rude. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Steve.
Because now we're doing a Midnight in Paris deal, right?
Exactly. Yep.
They didn't think that was the best time to watch music. They would have found a different time, and so.
Oh, for sure.
So that's.
They would have been like Robert Johnson,
right
in the studio for the first time.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But so maybe somewhere in there. That's just at the top of my head. Would have been fun. Or I would also like probably LA in the 50s, like Hollywood just starting. That would have been cool to just be around.
In the 50s?
I mean...
It's a little older than the 50s.
I'm like...
Charlie Chaplin time.
No. But after that, though. I get that people made movies, but I'm talking James Dean time, where it's kind of like a big old boom.
Oh, that actor that can't act?
A big old... We can't. But I would like to have been around LA in the 50s, too.
See, I would have preferred actually Hollywood in the 20s. Because I feel like anything was possible.
Oh,
it was like the Wild West of it.
For sure.
Anybody could have...
And that's why Chaplin made it, because no one was doing what he was doing. And
partially talented.
As talented, they tried, but what he brought to it, it was way different, and it was like enough to be like, holy shit. But anyway, yes, that'd be cool too. Okay, is that your first choice? What's?
I don't know. I think I would like to go back in time to when I was gonna get my wife pregnant and
not do it.
Yeah. Is that bad to say?
No one's listening.
My son's probably watching.
Oh yeah, shit.
Not for you, for the girls.
The other two.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
No. I don't know, because like.
You asked it.
I did ask it. That was dumb of me to ask it without having an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see like George Washington.
Yeah, there's so many things. There's so many things.
What I mean?
Yeah, there's so many things. But then you're like, do we really want to live? Like you couldn't do anything.
Ooh, I'll go back in time.
There's no plumbing. You know what I mean? Like
I go back in time when JFK was killed, and I'd be watching the window to see who's shooting him.
That's the Stephen King book.
Yeah, and then I would go back and try to stop him.
And it wouldn't work.
And it wouldn't work, but I could write a book about it, and it'd be really big.
Yeah, like Stephen King.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
No, I don't know.
That's...
Anyway, but is there anybody? No one said. If you have a place or where in time that you would go back to, I'm curious.
Stephen would be when Jesus was born, for sure.
I think Stephen would be when he left his shirt here.
Oh, so you can get it back.
Yeah, and then he doesn't need to be shirtless.
That's probably true.
And you wouldn't need to be rude to him.
Yeah, that's. I wasn't rude, but
it's debatable.
Yeah.
Debatable.
We got another podcast to do.
We do. Because no one said where they would be in time, so
no one cares. Okay, bye.
The dinosaurs?
No, because I'll be very ill-equipped to handle that way.
But you know about them. You
to handle a dinosaur. I know what to expect. I still don't.
You've seen Jurassic Park.
That's true. I can get through.
You just gotta. I've never seen Jurassic Park. So.
That's weird too. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Steven.